Hello followers and welcome back to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft, and in today's episode we are going to be working on the fort again, and we're going to be working on the boathouse and the dock. But before we go ahead and do that, I want to just go and show you what I've done with the brewing room, so let's go take a look. I haven't finished it yet, but I've done quite a bit with it, so as you can see here, this has not changed. I did finish the other nether wart farm, I worked on that, but down here is still a bit of a disaster area at the moment. But as you can see, I have a crafting table, furnace and ender chest here, and also some infinite water sources so that we can refill our water bottles. But again, I've run out of quartz and I'm using clay for some other things at the moment. But I have been back to the nether and collected some more, but as I say, I have used it all up, so I'm going to have to go back again. Hopefully next episode we can finish the brewing room and start on something else. But for today's episode we are going to be working on the fort area here. So this is what we've done. I've just been chopping down some pine trees to get some of the dark wood. That's just decaying. If I haven't already shown you, there is this fountain that I've now added, as you can see. Just a simple little fountain. So the boathouse and the dock is going to be through here. But before we go ahead and do that, I want to think about fort lighting as well. I want to put up a daylight sensor so that during the night time lights will come on. So let me see here. Do I have some slabs? I do. So let me get some slabs, some quartz and some glass, and whip up a quick daylight sensor. And I want some clay. I made this grey stained clay. We're going to have this and then lamps above it. We're going to have torches below the the clay, which will power the lamps. Gosh, I couldn't think there for a moment. But there we go. I don't know where to put it per se. It needs to be in an area which is kind of tucked out of the way, and I'm thinking of maybe hiding it in one of these areas. That might be a good idea. Potentially we could stick it here. That's where I'm thinking, next to our little workshop there. Is there anywhere where we could really put it? Maybe right there. That might be something that we could do. And I'm going to just put down clay where I think is relevant to put clay, and I'll work on that off camera because I'm just going to have to dig a lot of tunnels, which is not fun to watch. So I will bring you back in when that's finished. There we are. I'm going to put some clay around, and obviously lamps will sit on top of these. Oops, I didn't want to put you there. So we want one here, I'm thinking, and one there. And as for here, we could put one there. And the houses I haven't worked out too much with yet, but we'll try and work around what we've already got. Put some in these corners, like so. I think one should go over here. As for this, I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Maybe that. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And we'll put one up here. Now obviously this is not going to light the whole fort. There's going to be some areas where we're going to have to add in lamps later. But I'm just thinking, whoops, just thinking along the pathways at the moment. There we go, we'll put you here and we'll just leave gaps of, I don't know, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then, well, that works out pretty good actually. So all I'm thinking about at the moment is where I will want to have lamps, 3, around the pathways. That's kind of the first step for me. Now, this home here is gonna have a fence around it, I think. So we're gonna have to think about that as we integrate the lamps. So let's just put a fence here. I actually did grab the fence for something else, but there we go. So I think we should make these opposite. I'll put one there, and we'll also put one right here. And over here we don't really have a set format, but I think the gate is going to be right there. So potentially we want one there and then one closer to the gate at the very end. Obviously that's just asking for a lamp there, that's crying out for one. Here, and I'm going to run out of clay before we're done. I want to make sure that around here is really nicely lit up as well. Put one there. We could have some up by the site of the boathouse. There. So we've got a rough idea now of where each of the lights and the lamps are going to go. I'm going to work on that off camera though, and probably show you the finished product afterwards, because that's quite boring to watch. So for the rest of today's episode we are going to work on the boathouse. Now the boathouse is something which I don't really have much of an idea of what I'm really going to be doing, because I've never built one before, and I went online to have a look at pictures to see if I could get any sort of inspiration, and truth be told I didn't see a single image which was a boathouse attached to a fort. So we're going to have quite a challenge here. I was wondering where all the mobs are at. I am on normal, I don't know. I'm just going to pop back inside here. There we go. So now let's get our oak wooden planks here. I'm just going to extend it out for a little bit. Now this is going to be a fully functioning boathouse in addition to just looking nice. So we're going to get a little bit of function out of it. We'll probably take a sail once I've worked on it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of give it a bit of a layout for the moment, and then I'm going to work on it off camera for a little bit, and I'll probably work on the lamps as well, and then I'll bring you back in when I've worked on it a little more. So I haven't got dispensers or anything ready yet. I'm just kind of playing around really and seeing what I can come up with, and hopefully it will be something good. So let's open that up, and I'm thinking we want to make it fairly wide but not over wide, if that makes sense, because otherwise it's just going to look a little weird. So I'm thinking maybe as far as this on both sides. There we go, and I'm already out of wood. Well, you can't reach me now, so where is he at? Has he gone underneath? Is he drowning? I don't know. There we are. Let me get some more oak. I'm going to use that single plank up first if I can. Yeah, he's drowning under there. Went a bit far with that. There we go. I don't know where he's at now. And we want to go to about here. Is that the same on both sides? Yep. I see you there. And the height is going to be the same height as this. But I think what I need to do now is, now we've got a basic layout, I want to start and work on the design for the boathouse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the camera. I'm going to show you once I've probably got a frame up, and then we can finish off from there. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, so I'm back, and a couple more things got done than perhaps I initially intended to get done. And I've also been caving. It's been a day since you saw the last part of the footage there, but here's what we've got. So I did the lamps, I finished them off completely. Here is what they look like. All the wiring is now in place as well with the daylight sensor, so these are finished. I also worked on adding a new path right here, as you can see, all the way around to the other side. We go over the skylight and then across to the other side, and I'll put some lamps around here. I put this tree in here and made it just look a bit more nice than what it was before. It was kind of plain and a bit bland, so I spruced it up a little bit, and I got some hedges in here and whatnot. So I think it looks pretty good now, I have to say. I'm liking the way that this is going. All the pathways have been torn up part way through the process, but there we go. As you can see, I did that. I had to go back to the nether to get some more glowstone, and I got some more quartz while I was there. So I should be able to finish the brewing room now, if all goes well. And you can see in a minute, when the sun gets a little higher, the lights will all go automatically off. There are some repeaters in there, so there's a little bit of a delay between the first lamp going off and the last lamp going off. But overall, I'm really happy. There we go. As you can see, I'm really happy with it. I don't think I want to make too many more changes to it now. We only have a couple more torches actually left in the fort itself now, and so many of those will disappear once we have the houses in and so forth. The only area I'm not really sure about what I'm going to do with yet is going to be this area where the bay is. I'm not entirely sure 100% what I'm going to do with that yet, but no doubt we'll find out. And I'm out of food, so let's go get ourselves some more food, and then I'll show you the boathouse, because I've done the frame for the boathouse. It's not finished. We're going to finish it now, but the frame is actually already up, so we can use that frame kind of as a guide really to finish up the boathouse. So let's go grab ourselves some potatoes. Actually, you know what? We've got some steak that I cooked up from ages ago, so why don't we eat up that steak. I have a lot of food that's kind of just been sat in here for a long time that I probably should really eat. Got all this steak here, so we'll eat that for a little bit. Nom. So, yeah, I did a bit of branch mining. Didn't really do too much with that. I also went and did a little bit of caving. Got 2 stacks of iron, no diamonds from that unfortunately, and I got a couple of other bits and pieces, a bit of gold, a bit of redstone. But other than that, nothing too significant has happened since the last clip you saw. So here is the frame of the boathouse. I've got this wooden theme going on here, as you can see. And I've got this rounded edge here, which I think is going to look pretty cool. So I have all the equipment I need in this box right here to work on the boathouse a bit more. This area I'm going to make into like a little porch bit, I guess you could say. Now, this is going to be kind of tricky. There we go. I want to incorporate stairs into my design, and we're also going to have to wipe away a bit of this land here to give us some room for the boats. Otherwise we're just going to crash all the time. We don't really want that, so I'm going to have to adjust the land a little bit, but that's fine. Not too worried about that. Let's see if I can, there we are, put some of these in, and that's not going to work, is it? We want to be inside first, and now we want to kind of just fill that in like so. Here we are, and in here too, and same thing over this side. There we are. I'm going to need to make myself some more stairs as well actually, but that's okay, I have plenty of wood in here. I'm going to go and make myself a crafting table while I'm here so I don't have to go all the way back to the main base that we've got going on. So here we are, we've got some more stairs. There we go. And we'll do the same thing right here. We've got that in. I think that's pretty much all of the window type areas that I want to work on. Now I'm going to need some wooden planks, so let's get some planks, and we're going to fill in the roof section here. There we are, whoops. There we go, get some more wood. Planks are always handy to have around. And eventually a roof is going to sit on top of this, a proper roof, but for right now, all we're going to use at the moment is just wood, just standard wooden planks. I'm going to put some windows in, we can't leave those out, which is why I'm putting this on. Like so, we've got this going on here now. And we're going to have to work on this a little bit. We're going to do this as well. That's that bit done. As for this, I don't know 100% what I'm going to do with that yet. I've got some fences, I believe. So let's get our fences going here. Now, the way I wanted to do this, I was going to do sort of like maybe this type of design here. Let's do a little window. Oops. Like so. Oh, darn. Didn't really want that to happen. Well, here we are. Let me get this, and I may still play around with this for a little bit, just to try and get what I really want, because I'm not 100% convinced that this is exactly what I'm going for yet. But let's just see what it looks like from the outside. Not bad. It'll look better with a roof on it. I'm thinking that here needs a little bit of decoration. There we are, and we'll probably put the roof on above that at some point. But yeah, it doesn't look too terrible. Let's see here, we would probably want to do that. I'm thinking that might look just a little better. I may change that up for wood though. Let's just knock our way through here and put that back. So we're getting a basic idea for what I really want to go for. Now we're going to need to get some wood around here. Do I have any on me? Not of the correct type, but we can get some. There we go. We want some more oak. And let me put this all the way around. Excellent. So let's work on this. There we are. I'm going to put that in, and where's my fences? Did I put them away? Oh, they're in my inventory. So we've got that going on. I quite like that. I'll put some torches up in the interior here and get torches off the floor and whatnot. But I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to have to play around with this a little bit, and I'll be back when I've played around with it a bit. I just want to kind of finish up that, and then we'll probably look at the roof. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, so I've been working on this for just a little while now, and I've just been kind of figuring things out with it and what I want to do with the rest of the boathouse. So all that's really missing now is a roof, which we're going to look at in a minute, and the actual dock part to it as well, which we're going to look at in a moment. So let's get ourselves our pine wood and our ladders here, and we're going to work on the roof a little bit now. I'm also going to take my crafting bench with me, because that's always going to be handy to have around. And can I? Yes, I could do that. That's good. So we want to make ourselves a bunch of wooden slabs. And big thanks to Hal, who you guys know from Vanilla Goga. I've done PvP and so forth with Hal. He helped me out a tremendous amount with this build, so a big thanks to him. If you see him around, give him a shout. He's a really nice guy, very, very helpful in this build. So, yeah. So, I kind of just want to run around the edge here with these. I'm just going to run all the way around the edge here. And oops, I didn't really want to do that, but hey, we got it back. And as you can see, there is no longer a bow on my inventory. That's because it's in need of a repair, and I haven't got the levels right now. I will repair it, it's just that I need to sit by the cave spider spawner for a little while to get the levels that I need for actually completing that. So now that we've kind of done that, really, the rest of it is going to be raised up one like this. And we're going to make slabs for this too. There we are. And we're going to cover this whole thing in slabs, so I'm just going to convert all of them down. And we're going to cover the entire roof in slabs. Oops, did not want to convert that one. But there we are. Put this down. It kind of syncs up nicely with the tower that we've got going on here. So that's always good. And this pretty much completes everything apart from the houses on the fort now, and actually populating the fort, which is probably what we will look at in the next episode on the fort, the next job will be to get some houses built and then incorporate animals and villagers into this village, which is what it's essentially going to be. It's going to be a village, albeit a very small one, but it is going to be a functional village. So hopefully the villagers will initiate inbreeding and we could trade with them. So it's going to have some function as well as looks and defences. So the fort is going to be very versatile, which is always good news. So, oops, that's all of that slabbed and dealt with. Now, one thing I just kind of want to look at is that, but that looks fine, I think. So now, we need to work on this. Sorry about that, guys, just had to sneeze. There we are. And I'm going to just get rid of this. I'm going to free up a bit more room here because, oh boy, I don't have a bow. If we want to build our dock here, we've got a river either side, but this is in the way, so we're going to cut this down. And you as well. Look at how far they're pathing to me. There we are. So let's just start over this side. It's handy that we've got a good shovel to do the job. We may need to do a bit of work with water buckets a little later. But we'll just have to see on that. There we are. Well, at least it's not causing me game lag. There we are. Get rid of these zombies. Zombies all night. Everywhere I look, there's zombies. So I don't know how far I really want to take this back. I probably just want to shave this off as well. Oh boy, I hear a baby. There he is. Oh, he's stuck in a little current flow there. Now I'm stuck in a current flow. Why are they all moving away? What are they all trying to do? Are they going to try and path to me? I don't know what they're doing. There's no villagers, so they can't be pathing to them. They're all going down there. I don't know why. Where's my food? Oh boy, I don't have any food on me. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why they all make for that hole. I've seen lots and lots of zombies actually do it, but I've never figured out why that is. It's going to need a couple of water buckets just to solve the solution, but that's okay. See, they're all kind of struggling in the current now, and that would have been avoided, but there we go. So now I want to put my wooden pillars in to the ground. Like so. I'm going to do the same thing for these pillars as well. All the way to the very bottom. A skelly shooting me. Oh, I'm vulnerable to skeletons. If there's one thing I'm vulnerable to, it's a skeleton now, because I don't have a bow. I really need to get that repaired. Just kind of wanted to work on this though and get this finished. And I don't even know how I'm going to get out of here. I don't have any ender pearls on me. Oh, you're going to drown over there. Because you can't get out. There we are. I might have a spare bow somewhere. But he's going to drown anyway. They're coming back now, so let's take down the temporary torch lighting. And we can take down the ladders as well. We don't need those. Let's take down this temporary lighting. So all we have left now is to build the dispensers, to dispense the boats, and just wrap up the platforms a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. And for the platforms, I'm thinking maybe 5 blocks. Ooh. Where did he hit me from? Underneath? Just look at a little image that I have to kind of aid me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go out 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll go out one more. I don't want a creeper around here, that could be really bad. So let's bring this one out as well. Yeah, you're gonna drown, bud. You're gonna drown down there. It's the aim anyway. There we are, so we've got that. I don't know how we're gonna light the end of the piers yet. We might come up with something. For now, I'm just gonna do this. It doesn't look too bad overall, I really like it. We're gonna do the same on this side. And we've also got a place to dock here in the centre. So we can, we'll probably end the episode off by taking a boat ride actually. And I haven't experienced the new 1.6 boat mechanics. I know a lot of people have complained about them and said that it means that you can't use boats anymore. But hey, I'm always willing to give something a try. I see what's causing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I going to have enough wood? Yes. Perfect. So that's that done. So all we need to do now is add the dispensers, and I need to do a little fix up around here of a couple of things, but... Ooh, spider jockey. Right over there. Just gonna fix a couple of these things up. How are we on nighttime? Moon on there. On the falling there. Put you back. I think that's going to be enough room. We have this area if we need to turn around at any point. So we do have that option as well. So that's pretty much the boathouse. We just need to hook up the dispensers and get some boats in there. But aside from that, I think that's going to be the boathouse. I'm going to get back up here. Probably going to repair my axe as well. There we are. Alright, so let's take a look from above. Head inside here. You can't really see. We'll go up to the very, very top layer, and let's take a look at what the boathouse looks like. Not much, but you can see that over there, which is pretty cool. There's going to be a lot of mobs around because I've lit up a lot of the caves in the area, obviously building my base into it. And this is what the actual fort looks like at night now, which I just think looks so much... It's pretty awesome, I think. It looks so awesome, I think, but there we are. It'd look even better when I've got rid of these remaining torches and built houses and whatnot. The idea is not to remove all the torches, but the idea is just to kind of not have torches on the floor because it kind of looks ugly, which is why I removed them from here and put the lamps in. There's still torches on the inside. One thing we are going to do is I'm going to decorate the inside of the fort. Just going to put some paintings up and whatnot, just to give it a bit more depth and that kind of thing. But overall, this fort has turned out pretty good, I think. I'm really happy with it so far. Obviously, it just needs the houses now. I think we're going to get 4 houses in here. The boathouse is now done, so all we need to really think about is, as I say, the houses and then populating the fort. And then that project will be done. Anything I want out of here? Not right now. I do need some wooden buttons, and I'm going to need a dispenser or 2. To completely finish it. Ooh, dispensers, I don't know, as I have the equipment for a dispenser. Let me see, I'm just going to get rid of some of this equipment out of my inventory. I have 1 bow, so I have enough for 1 dispenser, but I don't have enough string. Is there a spider around? I have a looting sword on me. Is there a spider maybe chilling over here, just by chance? No, there's a skeleton with an enchanted bow, though. He drop it? Ooh, he did. Power 2. Thank you. That'll sort me out for a while. I've been finding some really good equipment from mobs these days, I have to say. It's much better than it used to be. There's a spider over there. Let's see if we can get enough string to make a bow, and hopefully it doesn't despawn. There we go. And how much string was that? 2. Ah, 1 short. Is there any more around? Just by chance, maybe someone over here? No. Oh, well, I'm going to have to go make myself another one, but that's not too bad. It's kind of an outside view. And no one around here. Now, I am going to have to replace the doors around here with iron doors so the villagers can't escape, but we can do that in any time really. I also need to get some bone meal on that rather plain patch over there so that it doesn't look like somebody's been and lawn mowed half of it and left the other half just to kind of overgrow. So we're going to need ourselves a bow, and I have cobblestone and redstone, so I'm going to need at least another piece of string. So we'll go down here. I haven't done too much down here really. The only things I've done of note are probably just kind of tidy a couple of things up with this, put some lighting in and whatnot, and that's about it. Let me see in here. Bob drops 3 string, and I'm going to have some sticks surely. We can make some. I think I might have some upstairs in the chest, so we can take advantage of that. But yeah, this place as well is looking more complete now by the day. The next project I want to work on down here after I finish the brewing room is going to be the library. I want to work on that. That's going to be the next build. As you see, the lights have gone off now. I have a crafting table on me. Let me see. Actually, we'll go inside the work hut. Inside we go. I want these for those, which we need. I've got a tip-top shooter in there. Power 2, punch 1. I could combine those and get a power 3, punch 1 bow, and that would be pretty good. We're going to need 2 redstone. Wow, I don't actually have the cobble, surprisingly. It's all dirt. Wow, I don't have the cobblestone. There's only stuffs in there, so we can't really do much with that. I only have cobblestone walls on me. Am I totally out of cobblestone? I can't be. I think I have some left in the storage room. So I'm going to make these dispensers and I'll be right back, guys. Here we go. So we now have the dispensers. Oops. Oh yeah, we have the slightly different placement now. So let me go around to the other side. 1 deep should be deep enough. If it's not, I can always alter it a little bit. There we are. We'll fill that in. And let me just hop back around here. And then I'll climb out. In we go. This is a situation where ender pearls will be handy. And we're going to just have to do a bit of a break-in and entering type thing. So one thing I do want to do is kind of add some buttons like this, just for slight light detail. Falling in again. Like this, but I do want to save 2. And in fact, while I'm here, this just needs to be done, otherwise I'm going to forget about it. And for here we're going to go with the central beam. There we are, and obviously the back is attached to that. We may change this because it's not even. I might look into doing something with that, but for right now it will do the job. That's something I can look into off camera if I decide I don't like it. Again, nothing's final here, it's just kind of playing around with what works. So now we can get these in position. Button, 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 that kind of thing. I'm going to work on that a little more and probably figure out the beam, but I'm conscious of time here and that's just kind of a minor thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these down. I'm going to make up some boats. We're going to be able to make up 3 boats. So let's pop these in. What time is it? It's about midday, so it's an ideal time to sail. So we're going to get it a boat, and we're going to go this way. Now, I believe that you control the direction now with your mouse and holding down W, so... Oh boy, squid. Yeah. Oh. It's kind of tricky. I think you could get used to it. I would like to try and just have another go before we properly round the episode off. But I can see why people would say that it's kind of difficult to do, but I think with time you could probably get used to it. I mean, boats before, let's face it, boats before weren't all that great. Boats have always had a problem in this game for some reason. I never really knew why, but boats were always... they were always dead buggy for some reason. It's your speed that you have to be careful of. If you start speeding away, then you're going to have some issues. So this river is quite a big one, actually. And it brings you out. Yeah, I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, no, 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 I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to hit this one, though. Yeah. This river, actually, it goes into the swamp. And then from the swamp, you can kind of hook up around there and get back where the jungle is, around to the other side. And then there's a little river here as well. And we could connect it and make it a big round circle if we wish, because they come really close together. But I don't have much of a desire to do that right now. But there we are. We've had a little attempt at sailing. I don't know if that actually links down to my base or not. Probably does. We should probably fill that in. It might be a source of zombies, which is something I'm always trying to phase out. I'm gonna block this off. There we are. And there's a gap there. Right there, and right there. The thing is, around here, Endermen have moved so many blocks now that the terrain is becoming more and more distorted over time. So we're going to have to just kind of be careful with that. And hopefully it doesn't get too bad. So this is what the fort looks like now from the outside. Got a couple of trees growing. Oh, I hate that. Let's see, we can put that there. That'll do. Now I do have my stack of bone meal on me, so we can finish this up right here. And we can put some flowers and whatnot back. Just make it look more natural. And just kind of recover the land a little bit. It's been something I've wanted to address. This is where the safety platform used to be, but alas, it's no longer there. As you can see, there's been a large area of grass actually change. I had to artificially lower the terrain, I think, if I remember correctly, and that was just simply because the tower on that corner in this area was at the terrain height, so I had to lower it a little bit. That's okay. There we are. We've kind of tackled with that now, even though I've spent over half a stack of bone meal on it. But that looks a lot better, I think. We could probably put some down here as well, just around the entrance. There we go. So that's that problem solved too. It looks so much better when it actually has proper grass on it, because this is what the plains biome is all about. And there's still little gaps everywhere. It's probably going to take a little bit of time to get the whole thing done. But we've made a good start on that one, for sure. So I think I'm going to round the episode off here, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. Next episode, we're going to be back inside the cave, and we're going to be working on wrapping up the brewing room. And I'm probably going to start work on preparing for the library project. And then in the episode after that, we are going to start work on the houses in the fort. So plenty to look forward to, as always. And I hope to see you in the next episode. So until then, guys, see you later, and have a good day.